I've owned this DeWalt table saw here for many years, and it's been an essential tool for my woodworking projects because I'm often cutting pieces that are long, like this, 8 foot long, and sheets of plywood and OSB. And when using something with a table this small, you need work support stand. So I started out with the ball bearing stand. I bought a cheap one. It didn't work that well. Then I went to the rigid flip-flop one, and that worked pretty well. But then now I'm deciding to go to something new, and that's what I'm going to show you in Tool Review Tuesday. Roll the intro. So I've been working on this project that has a deadline, and I'm cutting these expensive oak boards. I don't want to mess it up. So I was kind of in a hurry, so I went to my local Lowe's because I like some of the Kobalt stuff that they sell. And I found this somewhere in the $20 to $30 range. I will actually put a link to this down below that you can check it out yourself and see the specs. But I'll just give you a brief overview of this. So this is the Kobalt roller support stand number 0786036. And I'll just give you a quick look at what it says on the box. Powder coated finish for corrosion resistance. Height adjust from 27.36 inches to 43.3 inches. Extra wide base with non-slip end caps. Limited 3-year warranty. Has pre-marked measurements on the sides right there so you know like the height of it. It folds for easy storage. There are these orange hooks. I think they're made by the Tornado Company. I plan on getting that to hang on my garage wall. And the weight capacity of this is 200 pounds, and overall weight of this, 9.9 pounds. All right, let's take a closer look at it. Okay, ready? And here it is assembled. Assembly only takes a few minutes. Here is a locking pin, so you can pull it out and it locks in place. And to push it back in, you push that pin. Here's a look at the legs of the feet. As you can see, they have the rubber end caps. This little twist thing right here, let me see if I can get to focus on it. Okay, so if you twist that, there is a little shim screw that comes out of the bottom. I'll show you how that works. I have a little uneven area of my floor right here. It's a concrete garage floor, but there, like when you're in a restaurant, those tables are always wobbly. And that's kind of what this says right here. This will keep your support stand from wobbling. Okay, so this is a roller ball. So one of the things you have to make sure is that this is completely perpendicular. So when you're running your board, if you have this at an angle, the board will follow this. So if it's at an angle to the table saw or miter saw, whatever you're working on, just make sure that this isn't directing the material the wrong direction. Keep it, at a 90-degree angle. Yeah, the other thing that I read about this is that this won't mar or stain whatever you're working with. Since it's like, it just glides across this, you don't have to worry about this doing any damage to whatever woodworking item you might have. All right, so maybe we should take a look at this on the floor next to the table saw and see how it works. So I think this location right here is going to work for a good distance from my table saw, and I do have a little bit of rocking play. So what I do is I just twist this right here. It's pretty close already. I'll try a little more. Yeah, that's like really solid. It's not going to rock at all. So then I just now have to figure out my height. All right, so I'm going to raise this up to what looks close. I'll kind of eyeball it a little bit. That looks close right there. So if you're working in an area like where you're kind of running downhill a little bit, you want to have that support stand at the same angle that runs right there. Let me explain. Let's just say you're kind of running downhill a little bit. You're not going to want to line this level from the edge of that table. You want to have this, see where that lays flat? Where that lays flat, the bottom of that is where you want to have that roller table. So let's see how close I eyeballed it. Could come down just a hair. Perfect, right there. It's perfect. Now eyeballing is probably going to work just fine, but I just lowered it down probably about 3/8 of an inch, so it's right on the money. Now, so this is a 1x6 piece of car siding, and I don't need the whole length of it. This is going to be my top piece, so I need 4 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to remove that part right there of the top. Okay, so let's see how it works with this stand right here. I love the smell of fresh cut cedar. All right, so let me take a look. That looks nice. I don't know if you can see down the camera. How's that look? All right, so the work stand definitely did a nice job. And when you're getting into bigger pieces of OSB, stuff like that, that's when you really need something like that to support the weight of it. So this is my quick overview of the Kobalt roller support stand. I'd like to know which one's your favorite. There's so many different ones out there at different price ranges. What one would you recommend, and what price range do you think is adequate for something to support your table saw? Please put those in the comments down below. If you find this video interesting and informative, please give it a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Alright, so if you like this video, I think you might like a few other videos over there to the right. So please click on those, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that button down below. And if you want to see what I'm up to throughout the week, please connect with me on Twitter and Instagram. Alright, friends, enjoy.